Andrew Tishenko has been a minister for more than 20 years already. He is the pastor of New Generation Church in Першотравенск that has 2,000 members, and also he is the pastor of New Generation Church in Kharkov that has 1,500 members. Since 2006, Andrew Tishenko is the senior bishop of New Generation Churches Association. He has been sending missionaries all this time, and as a result of such work, there are 200 churches in Ukraine and Russia under Andrew Tishenko's supervision. Due to the systematic work of New Generation Churches leaders, many new people come to the churches every weekend. All in all, hundreds of men and women become believers and surrender their lives to God. Serious miracles of healing, often from severe, incurable diseases, have become typical for New Generation Churches nowadays. People receive freedom from their addictions, sins, and curses. Families are being renewed, and the most important thing is that people change their ways of thinking. There are 2 Bible schools that help people to improve their spiritual level. Hundreds of home selves leaders, rehabilitation centers leaders, prayer, worship leaders, evangelists, journalists are graduated from these schools every year. Good news is preached to criminals in 60 prisons all over Ukraine. Also, meetings of spiritual mentors are held not only with those who are condemned, but also with their inspectors. There are 60 rehabilitation centers for drug addicts and alcohol addicts that work in many cities in Ukraine under the supervision of Bishop Andrew. Every year, crusades with world-renowned ministers are held in Ukraine. Bishop Andrew also sees the necessity of attending the conferences where pastors of the biggest churches are gathered. It was the first time when Bishop Andrew with his associate pastors had become participants of Church Growth Conference in Seoul. During his last visit to South Korea, Bishop Andrew Tishenko was admitted to Church Growth International Board of Directors, and now he has authority to represent CGI in Ukraine. For 8 years, educational spiritual TV programs have been broadcasting on 5 Kharkov regional television channels under the supervision and direct participation of Bishop Andrew. Almost every regional church has a newspaper for citizens that is called Good News. New Generation churches have their own websites. Also, New Generation Church has its own magazine that is popular not only among believers, but also among those people who do not believe in God. The main goal and vision of Senior Bishop Andrew Tishenko is to plant 500 churches in Ukraine and Russia. Especially for this purpose, New Generation Missionary School accomplishes professional training of leaders so that they could serve God in different parts of Ukraine and Russia and other countries. To sum up, I want to say that even today we can see all the fruits of the work of New Generation churches in Ukraine, and we expect these fruits to multiply in the future.